All right, now Democrats continue to spew divisive, hateful rhetoric and attack the president and his supporters every second, every hour, every day. For example, new book coming out, former President Obama said President Trump exploited millions of Americans spooked by a black man in the White House, even adding that his victory in 2008 led to a new toxic brand of politics fueled by Republicans. That how he's talking about 72 million people? Like John McCain's running mate, Sarah Palin. Wow. Joining us now with reaction, Blackout author Candice Owen and civil rights attorney, we call him Leo 2.0. He went on to say, Candice, he says in this book, for millions of Americans spooked by a black man in the White House, he promised an elixir for their racial anxiety. Didn't Donald Trump do better than any Republican in many, many years with African Americans and Hispanic Americans? Or did I misread that?
You did not misread that. And let me just say this. The language that he's using, the rhetoric that is coming out of former Barack Obama's mouth is nothing short of absolutely despicable, in my opinion. This is a man that ran on the American dream. Everyone remembers where they were the night Barack Obama won. There was a kinetic energy on the ground. It felt like we finally had arrived at a place in this country where we could put the past in the past. And he ran on that image. He didn't run on race. He didn't run on denigrating half of Americans. And let me make this clear. We live in a majority white country. 60% of white people live in this country. There's 13% black people in this country. Barack Obama became the president of the United States because white Americans supported him. And rather than show some unity, rather than show some respect for this country that gave him literally everything he has, Sean, he turns his back on that country and he says, look at this despicable country. It's broken. He is the first president that has ever sat in the White House and come out of the White House hating America. And that is what I believe about Barack Obama today.
You know, Leo, he says xenophobia, anti-intellectualism, paranoid conspiracy theories, and an antipathy toward black and brown folks were finding their way to center stage in 2008. And I'm like, well, conspiracy theories, that's all we've got from his party for the last 4 years. Lies and conspiracy theories.
Well, it's a classic situation of identity politics. What Candice said is absolutely correct. Here's a man who is now blaming his failure for 8 years based on racism. Let's look at what happened during his 8 years. Black Lives Matter came about. Black on black crime increased. Black poverty rate increased. This is a man who is now using racism as a basis to justify his failure. And he's playing the race card. And you know what? He's right about one thing. It did give Donald Trump the rise because Donald Trump asked black Americans, what do you have to lose? You just had 8 years of Barack Obama. Nothing happened. Give me a chance. And guess what? After 2016, more and more African Americans, more and more people of color look at Donald Trump for one reason, because he's not playing the race card. He looks at performance. And in those 3.5 years, those 4 years of Donald J. Trump, he's done more than the 8 years of Obama and Biden. And that's what frustrates Barack Obama.
That's a great point.
So that's why he has to go to the race card. One other factor, Leo Trail and Candice Owen, Leo Trail 2.0 and Candice Owens, we have never argued before in our life. Never.
Okay. Now, Candice, now think about it. Opportunity zones, record low unemployment for every demographic group, something Biden, Obama never got done. Historically black colleges, you know the whole list. Why didn't they get it done?
Well, I'll tell you why, because what the Democrats do is they look at black voters and they see them as a means to an end, right? They don't ever want to repair the issues that are in black America because they want them as a permanent voting bloc. And that's just the truth. And what's remarkable to me, Sean, is that they can't look and just assess things as they are. Despite their rhetoric, here's what's incredible. Despite their rhetoric, despite them calling Donald J. Trump a racist, he's been called racist more than plausibly any human being that's ever walked the face of the planet. Despite that, he increased his support among black women. He doubled it. And he garnered 18% of the black male vote. Everything has gone up. His numbers have gone up. Do you think that they could have the humility to pause for a second and say, you know what? Maybe it's not because every single person in America is a racist. Maybe it's not because 73 million people in America are racist. Maybe it's because we're getting something wrong and there is something happening and people are standing behind Donald J. Trump because he's an effective and a good leader who tells the truth and doesn't, as Leo Terrell pointed out, doesn't run on identity politics.
Leo, 30 seconds. Barack Obama partnered with a guy that praised the former Klansman, partnered with that former Klansman to stop school integration.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem with the Democrats. If you have a D in your name, your racism is excused. As Candice said, Donald Trump has done more for black Americans, the Platinum Plan, than anyone else. And I also want to raise one other point. Joe Biden, Black Lives Matter has no basis for having a meeting. They don't represent me. They don't represent Candice. So Black Lives Matter, you are a fringe socialist group, and that is a mistake.
Both of you and Candice, the first time we met, you predicted more African Americans would be moving towards the Republican Party. You were right. Leo 2.0 was right. Thank you both.